All right, Addison. I know we've talked the last couple weeks about you moving on. You've been doing the live shows for now 3 weeks. You're now in the top 8. You've got 2 weeks left in the show. Just talk about where your mindset is after last night. I mean, you got the good night's sleep, you said, and just talk about where your mind is right now.
Um, so it's crazy how sometimes it's very, very short of a time that you get to celebrate. First of all, because two people go home and that kind of hits pretty hard sometimes, especially when they're really close to us. And at this point, everyone's close to us. So, um, very little celebration. And then about 5 minutes later, you're thinking about your song for next week and trying to plan that out. So, kind of just in a a work mode is what my mind is going to, and not quite yet to the fun stuff. But this part is all part of the process, and I love every single moment of the process. So we'll see. I've practiced with Adam today, and we'll have it more figured out by the end of today.
I know you did "Lucky" on Monday by Britney Spears. What made you want to do that song? Was it anything like from a previous like experience, or just your experience on the show? Just what made you want to do that song?
Well, there was a group that had done an acoustic version of that song on YouTube, and I had watched that like years ago, and then I came back to it, and I was just like, oh, this would be cool to take inspiration from this and just kind of break this down and really focus on the lyrics, because that version of the song made me realize how important the lyrics are for a time like this in my life. Because it's kind of like pointing out how Britney is she's gotten so used to all the makeup and hair and wardrobe and all the specialties of being a star, and she's just like, is this even me anymore? So, and then being on The Voice, there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and you have to really know who you are to stay true to yourself. So that's why wanted to sing it the most.
Yesterday before the not final voting, before the elimination show, you posted a photo on Instagram of something like an eye patch on your eye, and you said something had happened to your eye. Is everything all right? I just was curious about that.
Yeah, okay, so what happened was I got eyelash glue stuck on the back of my cornea. So it was on the very, very back of my eye. So I had to go to the eye doctor and get my eyelid flipped, and they just got it out of there real quick. And so I have a few little scratches on my eye, but it'll heal very quickly.
Okay, good, because I was just scrolling through Instagram and I saw that. I was like, oh, I hope she's going to be all right to finish the competition.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm totally okay.
I know you and Adam, your coach, are very close, but talk about you and Adam Cunningham, your teammate, and how close you guys are. I mean, you guys work together throughout the week and get stuff together, especially with 2 weeks left. You know, it's all or nothing, basically. I mean, is there any point where you have to start thinking, I just have to focus on me?
Well, throughout this whole thing, you really have to be focusing on you, to keep a good mental state and a health state. You have to get a lot of rest. But Adam Cunningham is great. He's one of the people that I didn't really grow close to as quickly, but now he's one of the greatest friends. He's so funny all the time, and I was so excited for what happened to him last night, from being in the bottom two these past 2 weeks, winning it out both times, and then not even having to sing his last chance song this week, which has never been done on this show before. And he's exactly the type of person that would do that. he he's just a great person, and he's so grateful, and just a funny guy.
All right, let's say 2 weeks from today, you are named the winner. What will be going through your mind? And then also the opposite. Say if it doesn't happen, what will be going through your mind? So both scenarios.
So if I win, which is a crazy saying, that could even be real. I will just that's like a huge. I think every time you move on, you kind of do a quick montage in your head of like every round that you've been through, even before The Voice, and you just think how grateful each round you're building up to, something like that. So that'll be the first thing that pops in my head, just pure gratefulness, and like hard work has been so worth it. In that this can totally be such an amazing career, and that people are on board with this. So that'll be, hopefully that's what happens, and that will be that'll be the emotion. And just pure gratitude for everyone that has helped me get to where I am. But if I'm not the winner, which is could totally be happening too, because there's of us left that won't get get that naming of winner. But I think that'll totally be okay too. At this point, we all know that we have something great and that we can take this as our career for a long time after this and potentially for the rest of our lives. And we've met such great people. I will be completely happy either way, and I will be overjoyed with whoever wins at this point because every single person left in this competition deserves it. So that's kind of how I'm looking at it.
And I'll kind of get you out of here on this one. After you sang on Monday, Adam said one of the best compliments that I think has been said on the show is that you're the best talent in the show and you have the best chance to win and everything like that. Just talk about, in that moment, what you were feeling.
So he said that throughout the whole competition, even since knockouts. And I remember just like crying backstage, being so grateful for everything he says, and it's like, are you being for real? Are you just kind of messing around, getting my hopes up? But he's believed that since the very, very beginning, which is so huge and something that you don't really believe because it's like too good to be true. But getting to know him, he's such a genuine, honest person that's huge coming from him. And it's such a privilege to be able to work so closely with someone like that.
All right, Addison, is there anything else you'd like to say?
Just thank you to everyone that's been voting, and we got to be on our game this week again because 50% of us go home, and there will only be 4 left. So it would be the greatest thing ever to be in the top 4. So we got to keep voting.
Well, I know everyone here at the station has been putting all the votes towards you, so congratulations again on making it in the top 8, and good luck in the rest of the competition. I hope to talk to you next week I hope to talk to you next week on a positive vibe.
Yeah, me too.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.